Let me take this opportunity to introduce our next guest, Mr. Rahul Tungatkar. Sir, may I have your permission to begin? Thank you. Sir has completed his graduation in Commerce from Mumbai University and Masters in Commerce from Pune University in 2001. He has accomplished the CA degree in the year 2003. He has also completed the course of Treasury and Forex Management from ICFAI. He has 12 plus years of corporate banking experience ranging from credit appraisal, sales, and business development, products, and team management. He is presently placed as a regional head for rest of Maharashtra and Goa, corporate and investment banking in Dustland Bank Limited. He is managing a portfolio of Rs 1000 crores. His niche areas are acquiring key clients for the bank, interacting with customers and understanding their needs, penetrate and commence relationships with MNCs and large corporate in Pune, writing credit proposal and cross-sell products like cash, trade and treasury, responsible for meeting the target set for the region for corporate banking. Some of his accomplishments are: Sir has been amongst the top performers and attended the HSBC CMB Grace Convention 2006 and HSBC CMB Switzerland Convention 2007. He has also added 30 new to bank relationships in Pune market in the last 3 years for HSBC. He introduced and implemented a proper reminder system of the expiry of insurance policies in advance to follow up with the clients and reduce the risk exposure of the institution. He also enhanced the quick collection and deposit of receivables, especially ahead of long weekends, to save interest loss. Sir has a flair of advertising and has received accolades for an advertised concept for credit cards and ATM cards at Joints Forum at Advertising Board and Mumbai University. I now request Sir to kindly enlighten the batch.
Very good evening, friends. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Great. First of all, grand welcome to Indus Business School, as you all have stepped on to the professional leg of your academic career. I am fortunate enough to be here for last couple of times, and it's always refreshing to see new faces, aspiring managers of tomorrow. So it gives me privilege to be with all of you today evening. As your friend mentioned, I have my experience into banking, which is more of corporate banking. I'll give you an overview about what is expected out of you, the aspiring managers. I got to know that you have some 10 days of induction program. A lot of people would have already said a lot of things here. I would like to place my point of view. I would request that if any place, any time, if you have any queries, anything you want me to answer, please feel free to interrupt me. Raise your hand. I will be more than happy to answer your query. Don't wait till the end, because at times some thought, some question comes up to the mind, and maybe if you keep waiting, that it may slip out of the mind. So I don't mind being disturbed. Please feel free to disturb me, and I'll be more than happy to address whatever your queries are, because that's what I feel we are here for. To start with, today, when you all have completed your basic graduation and are stepping up into this managerial professional academic course, what different is it here? You all would have completed graduation from various streams, and by choice you have decided that let's take up management, so that this education can help me shape my career better. Why you guys are standing? Please sit. Please be comfortable. Please sit. So basically, as you have decided to take up this particular thing, I would like to start from the very basic. Why management? What is in your mind? Or why anyone would like to take formal education in management? Reason, as you all are aware, any business is done for profit. Any business I am saying, be it from Panwala to Reliance, everyone's motive is earning profit. As the business scale grows, they focus on making optimum profit. And for making optimum profit, you need to manage each and every aspect of the business. That's why this formal education. Otherwise, as I said, the range from Panwala to Reliance, everyone has the same profit motive for making business. And everyone is managing it well. But when the business reaches this kind of scale, we require formal training, expertise, and knowledge so that any issues that come up can be taken care of. And at the same time, you can excel and keep on performing better year after year. As I was coming to your college, your colleagues told me that most of you are new to this place, to this city as well. So one very important thing I would like to tell you, that this is not end of joy, end of fun. Don't get very serious. But that means this is also not another 2 years of fun. This is focused education. Till now, you have done your graduation. It involved exams, bunking lectures. There were a different set of friends over there. This is a new place, new friends. Another 2 years, completely yours. But what is different than what it was in graduation is that these 2 years, whatever you gather in these 2 years, will shape up your entire career. We have always heard about people saying that there should be rainwater harvesting, because it's a known fact that only 2 to 3 months we have rainfall across the country, and the water needs to be used for the entire year. And it's a very common setup that every year in summer across states, wherever you are from, we always face this problem that there is water shortage. Why? And the Met department says the rainfall was average, rainfall was normal. It is because we did not collect when it was raining. Similarly, these 2 years, it's going to rain knowledge on you. I want you all to collect as much as possible. You are out of the syllabus driven education now. There is no syllabus in management. There is only domain knowledge. Because with syllabus you felt that these are the recommended books, these are the recommended chapters. Once I master them, I will have questions out of these chapters and I can excel. And I can score whatever percentage of marks and pass. After you pass this degree, marks are not going to be important. What is going to be important is what you have gathered in these 2 years. And frankly, let me tell you friends, this is clearly reflected in your interviews. Who has gathered knowledge and who has only got marks. At times, even if someone doesn't have a first class, it's okay if he has knowledge. Only marks don't matter. There are very basic questions that are asked. But at times in interviews, students are as if you are asking something in Roman and Greek. You have knowledge, everything is within you. Important thing I want to drive here is improve on your communication, please. Communication skills are a must. One common thing, you ask question to anyone, They look straight up to you, neither yes nor no. This kind of expression I don't understand. You ask someone, are you aware of this? Either you are aware of this or you are not aware of this. What is this looking up in the sky? Many times, I'm sure you all would also be doing it. Because probably we have thought that is the way of avoiding the question. How to say no if I don't know? If I look here and there, probably you will understand that I don't know. And you. I'm not audible? Should I off the phone? That's okay? Or should I use that mic? That's fine. Or I can keep the phone a bit far away. So, communication, your first interaction with the professional world is going to be at your placement interviews. You all, I'm sure, I have no doubt that you all will have wonderful marks and you will score well. But then what is going to differentiate you? How well do you speak? How well do you communicate? Common example I'll tell you, friends. For basic yes and no, how people nod head. Do you want this? No, this and this is not at all an expression. Are you aware of this? Yeah, I am aware. So, neck is saying no, and you are saying aware. So, yes has to be yes, and no has to be no. These were things which we should have been knowing since long, but many a times we fail on these things. Nervousness. Because in an interview, a fresher's interview, your resume will only talk about your grades. You scored so much in 10th, in 12th, in your whatever graduation and your MBA. And people feel, yeah, I have done MBA from such and such place. So, I must get this job. If only college name could have got you jobs, then everyone everywhere would have got placed. People are selected based on how they talk. If you are really able to connect well, see, talking or communication is the reflection of knowledge that you have within. At times we also come across people who just keep on talking. As if, can you tell us something about finance? Wait sir, now you don't talk. I will only tell whatever I know about finance. So even that is not the right way. You really need to learn these skills well, which can help you appear for any interviews, communicate anywhere well, and at the same time prepare yourself with immense knowledge. Don't just confine yourself to whatever curriculum your college over here or the subjects you have. Important thing from shaping your career is that, if I come to you, have you decided what jobs you will take? Is it clear in your mind that I want to take up this job? No? No idea, no clarity. Many times this happens. Why? But one thing's for sure, everyone wants a job with a very good pay package. So what is the focus right now? That means pay package. On a pay package setup, everyone's saying yes. What kind of job? Let's see. Change this. I don't expect on your day one that you should be clear with what job you want. That you are going to formulate in these 2 years. How? You are fortunate enough that your college has given you access to various industry people who are coming here to address you. Feel free to ask questions to them about their industry. See, one way to get knowledge is read. But many times we are bored of reading. That kitna padhenge yaar. The most effective way of understanding is to interact. Talk to as many people. Whenever people like us from the industry come, interact with them. Ask them what exactly happens in their industry. Because that will help you know and get insights about that job profile, that industry. Then you can decide whether this is something you would like to do, whether this is something in which you would like to make career. Because without knowing what a particular industry or what a particular job profile is, it would be very difficult to really make a choice that what I want to do. See, after, let's say you take up finance, or you take up marketing, or you take up HR, or whatever, you need to be really sure about which exact role you want to get into and accordingly target yourself. Understand one thing, friends. No doubt pay package is important, but I would like to mention here that your first salary is the least salary of your life. Do you agree? Your first salary is the least salary of your life. After that, you are only going to excel above that. Then why focus only on that least component totally? Unfortunately, salary happens only once in a month. Wish it could have happened every day. But sorry, fact of life. But work has to be done every day. So, if it's a 5-day week, then 22 days, but it's a 6-day week, then 25, 26 days. You have to work for 10, 11 hours, then once in a month salary happens. And believe me, after first 3 months, salary stops motivating. That's the fact of life. Then what? Basically, you need to like the job. You will continue working at a particular setup only if you have made the right choice of selecting your industry, your job right. Then only you will perform well, excel and grow on. Many times I have come across students where they really rush for a very good heavy package, and in 6 months time they say that lot of pressure, burnt out, I don't want to do this. This should not happen, friends. You have a 25-30 years working career in front of you. Long way to go. You will make immense money, don't worry. Thankfully, we are in a new India, I say. Things are not the way they were 15-20 years back. Immense opportunities, immense money you all will make. But the challenges that you will face at job, you will be able to take them only if you are interested in that job. For God's sake, don't take up a wrong job, because we come across people, I took this up just for pay package, but I'm not happy doing what I'm doing. Then be happy in what you are doing and take up accordingly. Because working at a place for or in an industry for 25-30 years, you need to acquire passion for that. Coming to what has happened outside while you were studying so many days, you have been a customer so far. You all have cell phones, so you all are very rich people, isn't it? Is it a necessity? But nowadays people say food, clothing, shelter and cell phone. 4 necessities. If you go somewhere, if someone doesn't ask you water, you are fine, but you say charger है या फिर वाईफाई है, as if ये नहीं है तो कैसे चलेगा, रेंज नहीं आ रही है. So basically what has happened, why these cell phones? Because you have been pushed to use this. Everything is available on fingertip. Tell me one thing that you want and you can afford which is not available online. Things you want and you can afford. Everything is available. Your movie tickets, your whatever, food, online shopping. Have you ever wondered that suddenly this has come up? Who has worked so much for this? You like something on Amazon or Flipkart or Snapdeal, you place the order, you say cash on delivery, next day the person, or in 2 days the person is there. So someone has taken immense effort to get this happen. You were not aware, but you have immediately got addicted to it. Nowadays what people do? They check out things at the mall, they check out what is the price online, compare, whatever best deal they are getting, they go for it. No harm doing that, no harm at all. It's a wise thing that you're doing. But what has happened in the course, if someone can tell me, your expectations have gone high. Your expectations about service levels have gone substantially high. I still remember, you guys are at least 15 years younger to me. I remember standing in a queue for taking a movie ticket. And if it's a super hit movie, then and that time the show timings were also 12 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9 and 9 to 12, only 4 shows. Now you have from 8:30 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night, as per your convenience. Seats of your choice. Options of lot of theaters nearby. No need to stand in the line. So what has happened is the expectations on service level have gone substantially high. And this is happening across industries. A new car is launched, you can book a test drive online. Clothes, food, so you all are anyway doing. Any new restaurant comes up, they themselves say, sir, book online, we have so much off. Everyone wants you to shift online. Taking you backstage to all this, for this, 2 things which are backbone for meeting your expectation. One is banking and second is cellular networks. These 2 need to ensure that their services are intact, only then your expectations can be met. Because for online you need your net cellular network, everyone access from phone itself. Very few times you log into the computer to do something. All smartphones have made people smart. And second is banking, where is I come from. Fortunately or unfortunately, banking is amidst everything, because each and everything needs money. Money means bank. So be it booking a movie show or online shopping or anything, you need a bank platform. And that means there is a lot of technology requirement at the bank's end as well to cater to your expectation. That even if that is there, you need a lot of service. And just to give you an example, this is only on the retail side, that is you and me. If retail expectations are so high, you can imagine what corporate expectations would be, who have thousands of crores of profits with them. We are with thousands of rupees and still we say that book my show ka website down chal raha hai. What the hell? I don't like this. How am I not able to block my tickets? I have told my friends. Or you have to book a table at a restaurant. I am not able to do this. What is this? How soon have we got addicted to it? Or no coverage, that means something has gone definitely wrong. Network coverage nahi hai. How pathetic. That's why I said it's become a basic necessity. So at banking, just to give you an example, money, no doubt, very big thing, always precious, but of the years it has become really, really precious. Everyone is only talking and worried about money. Just to give you an example, and I have seen this transformation happen. Earlier, people never thought that whatever is in my bank account is in my bank account, that is fine. Even for one day, money should not be lying idle in the bank account, it should invest and money should make money. This concept is very much pressing these days. I am on the corporate banking side. A small example I'll tell you, you are aware, stock markets work from 9:15 to 3:30, Monday to Friday. And mutual funds are linked to stock markets. So till the time stock markets are there, you get the NAV of a particular mutual fund. And if you have to invest, you have to invest by 3:30 before the market closes to get the same day's NAV. Bank timings are up to 5 o'clock. So your NEFT, RTGS, all these online transfers can happen up to 5 o'clock. What customers tell us, when I'm saying customers, like corporate clients, that I will keep on receiving funds till 5 o'clock. I don't want any of my fund to remain idle. You provide me a zero balance facility. At 5 o'clock, whatever after the banking hours are over, I want a system in place that my funds are invested in the mutual fund of the same day's NAV. Now look at this expectation. Markets have closed at 3:30. NAV is not available now. At 5 o'clock, he wants to make an investment in mutual fund. That to the bank only has to check how much amount is there and invest it. They will give a general declaration, invest whatever is there. So to meet these expectations, banks have also become so flexible. They have taken a special permission that from 5 to 5:15, after the banking hours are over, for all clients, a special window is run for corporate clients wherein all these funds are transferred to mutual funds. And they are provided the investment is done for that particular day and funds are not lying idle. So if we miss out even for a day, people are, how come you missed? This much money I have lost. Don't tell me technology, don't tell me mistake, operational issues. It has to happen. So expectations on service industry are immensely growing. Being a customer, it's fine, you enjoy the benefits of that. But after you enter the professional world, you will come to this side, where you will have to serve these expectations. And that's where constant motivation, expertise, and enjoying the job matters. You can't say, I don't want to do this here. Because what has happened, friends, is with this culture, the perform or perish setup is gathering a lot of ground. 15-20 years back, people used to say, अच्छी कंपनी में जॉब मिल गए, अब रिटायरमेंट तक टेंशन नहीं है. Now with most of the companies listed on stock exchanges, you are aware all listed companies need to present their quarterly results. The pressure is every quarter that how these 3 months have been. This 3 months should be better than the last 3 months. Constant push to excel. One very important thing is on integrity. Many times, as you grow up the ladder, you come across or you are given lots and lots of authority. Immense authority is available so that you can enable transactions. But believe me, it's only integrity that is going to take you higher. Never ever fall prey to any short-term gains by tweaking any systems. Because the more system-driven we have become, the more transparency has come into the system. You keep on reading about frauds. These frauds are detected next day. Everything is tracked. So in finance, it may happen that you would be having immense authority. You would be dealing on behalf of your clients on crores of rupees. But ensure that you are true to yourself and your organization. Because small mistakes people do and it costs them a fortune. Always remember that, because in finance these are growing pressures. Not only I am saying you be honest and you have that integrity, you have your eyes and ears open. Because if you have authority, you don't know someone below you, if has a fraudulent intention, they can ask you to sign or authorize a transaction which will go through only because you have authorized. And that can be a fraud. End of the day, because you have authorized it, although negligently, you also are accountable. So beware of all these things as well. Finance brings all these latest issues as well. Because transactions happen at lightning pace. I got delayed for your session because I had an important approval mail to be sent and I was not getting network in your college. So, and I had to read what mail has come to me, then only I could approve. Because someone told me on the phone that this much amount needs to be transferred, please approve. See, these are danger points. That someone knows that I am not in office. If that someone's intention is not good, and just by believing on the words I approve, and if this is a fraudulent transaction, just imagine how much that can cost. I can't blame to someone that no, there was no network where I was there. And as a result of that, I could not see the mail and I believed on the phone call and I approved. So, no spoken words to be believed. Finance is purely black and white. Show me, then only I'll approve. I need to see, then only I will believe. I will not believe my ears. Everything is documented, every approval is documented. So, maintain this, inculcate these qualities in you. Because what happens is, you have never come across this kind of thing. You have always done things on an impulse or what friends said. And this kind of attitude you may carry to your professional life. In the professional life, no one is a friend. Everyone is a colleague. You cannot vouch for anyone's intention anytime. If you have been given an authority to do certain things, you need to be in your capacity to execute that. Then only you should take it up. Understand that well. Secondly, how many of you are afraid of marketing? Or don't want any marketing kind of setup to be taken? Be frank enough. And you can give me your reasons as well. Yeah. See, don't stand, you can sit and tell me.
So I don't want any marketing strategy because I want to pursue and I want to be an entrepreneur. And if I pursue for job also, then also whether I don't want any marketing strategy. I don't like.
If you become an entrepreneur, will you not market your product?
I'll market, but marketing in sense what like roaming here and there.
Good, very good. Sit down. I wanted you to come here. Someone has, I don't know if someone has told you or you have made your apprehension of that marketing means roaming here and there. Wonderful thing you said. I wanted someone to say this. You all feel that? If you have made this apprehension because maybe you have seen someone coming at your doorstep to sell some books or some CDs or some other products, that's not what you guys are going to do. Those are not MBA marketing students. When the word marketing comes, why I wanted you people to give attention here is because, any other reason before I proceed, any other, if someone else has an apprehension and any other reason for which that apprehension is? Only one? Feel free. In fact, I want you to come out with your frank apprehensions, and so that I can clarify. Anyone else? So all are ready to take up marketing? All are fine with that? Okay, I will tell you some other apprehension people have in their mind is marketing has got targets. I don't like pressure, I don't like targets. Tell me one job which doesn't have targets. Target, I am not essentially saying sales. Target means challenge. Tell me one job which doesn't have a target. Any job that comes to your mind, you can say, this job doesn't have any target. Any job comes to your mind? RJ doesn't have a target, you feel so? Have you met any RJs? So it's just, you feel that they talk so nice on the radio and they would be enjoying themselves. I would really request you to go to one of this Radio Mirchi or any of these studios and interact with any of the RJ. In fact, you will find that there are a lot of motivational books, CDs kept for them, because you feel, wow, every time they should sound up and peppy. That's what we hear on the radio. They are like, wow, wonderful track and this and that. They keep on saying, so that they are constantly motivating you. If you see where they work from, it's hardly a 10 by 10 square feet closed room. Not even a single person is next to them. It's only the set of system that is there. They need to ensure that there's someone from the other glass saying, on air, go, shoot. So the moment song is there, okay, next script, ready. You cannot be repetitive. And the target is, keep on talking very well. Even if you don't see who is listening to you, you have to make a connect with the people. Because the way on the TV there's a TRP, on the radio also there's kind of a TRP. How many people tune into your channel? That's why you would have seen these RJs keep on telling about yourself. मैं हूँ आपका RJ ये वो, so that you know they are marketing themselves. आप मेरे साथ बने रहिए, this that, they keep on telling, and it's very difficult to do all alone. And for at least 4 to 5 hours each RJ continues this program. See, sitting in this room, chatting with everyone, being pepped up is possible. You all stay in hostels. Try being in one room and try being pepped up. Ah, great, and keep on talking. In 2 days you will feel exhausted. ये रोज नहीं कर सकते यार. Because your personal life is not so pepped up in life that every day I am like, wow, क्या मौसम बन रहा है, मजा आ रहा है, चलिए ये करते हैं, वो करते हैं. At times you will be shocked. मौसम भी बना नहीं होता है. जैसे यहाँ तो बारिश नहीं हो रही है, बट कुछ जगह हो रही है जहाँ लोग सुन रहे हैं, बोलो बारिश का मौसम कैसा अच्छा लग रहा है. तो people see pictures, हाँ अच्छा लग रहा है, good, good, good. So every job will have this. And when I'm saying target, yeah. Doctors don't have targets, you feel? But what are they practicing for? Their target is to achieve number of patients that they have planned for. Don't you think so? I don't confuse target with sales that someone is telling you. Let's say you are a doctor and you are used to get 25 patients in the morning, 25 patients in the evening. If one fine day there is no patient, the doctor will be impatient. कहाँ गए? कोई बीमार नहीं पड़ा क्या आज? And 3 days that happened, doctor will start calling old patients. कैसे हो? दिखाने आ जाना, follow up. Target is self. Because you need to achieve money. You need people to come to you, then only you will be able to do that. See, every business runs effectively only when there is response from the customers. And to keep on getting that response is the target. Why we say this doctor is very good? Because probably when you go there, he listens carefully to what your ailment is, gives medicine, and you feel good. You recover. You go to a doctor and you don't recover, you change the doctor. As simple as that. So that is the target, that he has to ensure that my customer base, my patient base keeps on coming to me itself, because now there are n number of doctors as well. The choice is there for everyone. And gone are those days of brand loyalty. Today, apart from your toothpaste, how many brands are you loyal to? I'll conduct a different session on this. Toothpaste is a classic example where normally people don't leave loyalty. Now you are okay to take whatever is available, and you immediately shift to the next possible option. A common thing happens between Coke and Pepsi. You know, wherever in a restaurant, whichever is selling Coke doesn't sell Pepsi. They are rivals, they can't be at the same place. Their distribution is managed that way. So you say, अरे भाई एक Pepsi देना. बोलता है सर Pepsi नहीं Coke है, अच्छा Coke देना. You immediately change your loyalty. Probably you like Pepsi, so you ask for Pepsi first. But you didn't change the hotel because अरे Pepsi नहीं मिलता, बस मैं जा रहा हूँ. That doesn't happen. Anything. You come here, probably you are using some kind of soap in your own town. यहाँ नहीं मिलता, अच्छा जो भी है दे दे यार. चाय मैं तो घर की ताजमहल की जाकिर हुसैन की पीता था, अब तो टपरी पे भी पीता हूँ. So what happens is, because everyone has taken up marketing to such an extent, switching products has become very easy, very common. That's why everyone is fighting to achieve that expertise so that I don't lose my customer base. Any product you take, it has got equally better alternatives, and people don't mind switching them. I'm saying of the common products. Don't tell me that I want to buy a car, I will buy this car only. For that you have a lot of time, lot of option available, lot of factors also go into it. Many times the factor is money. I would like to buy a Mercedes, but I can afford a Maruti. So I'll go and buy Maruti only. Although I would be passing through a Mercedes showroom every day. So there you can't switch because there are some other factors. But otherwise, marketing plays a very important role in making up your mind. Important thing why I need to tell you is because don't be afraid of any marketing rules. Marketing does not mean going from one place to another, knocking doorsteps. No. Because we have moved into a very service pro kind of a setup, marketing has gained immense importance. To such an extent, friends, if you would have heard my description, I have done my chartered accountancy and then I have done my MBA. So chartered accountancy is a pure finance role. Even for a single day, I have not worked in finance. I am into banking for last 13 years. Even for a single day, I have not worked in finance. Reason being, initially there were roles, but it was very clear that growth will be only on the frontline roles. Pure finance roles are only on the analytics side, on the risk, credit ratings, credit monitoring, or operations. Your rewards, remunerations are all higher only for the frontline roles, because these are the people who bring business to the company. Your finance and operations roles have become back-end. You need some water? I can stop, please. All right? So, all these roles are becoming finance, marketing finance. Small example I'll give you. You all have seen a cashier in the bank? There's a small counter in every bank branch, teller, cashier, whatever they call that person. I have a very due respect for that position. That's a very dangerous role, friends. Don't become a cashier anytime in life. You know why I'm saying dangerous? The poor guy or girl who is sitting there from 9:30 or 10 o'clock, whenever the branch opens, till 5 o'clock, they need to accept and give cash the way people come. Although machines and all these equipments are there now. These are people who always carry the risk of end of the day, because end of the day, the cash needs to tally. look at the downside of this role. Let's say there are 10,000 rupees excess. They need to be given to the bank suspense account. This money has come excess. But unfortunately, there are 10,000 rupees short. The same day, the cashier has to pay from his own pocket. So risky. And during the entire day, crores of rupees of transactions happen, friends. If it is 5-10,000, still manageable. If it is a lakh rupees, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. And there are cases where some cashiers had to sell off their house to pay off the money. So anyway, they are burdened with so much pressure. And in this private and foreign banks, now those poor cashiers are also given sales targets. I feel so bad. अरे पहले ही मरा हुआ है, मार दोगे क्या उसको, मतलब जान ले लोगे बच्चे की. Till 5 o'clock he is anyway under that pressure, tally होगा कि नहीं cash. At 5 o'clock the branch head says, what happened of mutual fund insurance? You did not sell anything today? He said, अरे cash tally हो गई, मेरी माँ बहुत है. Pocket से भरने पड़ते हैं, किसी और रोल में नहीं होता ऐसा. Any other role, you don't perform, still whatever salary you have earned, they don't ask you to refund it back. This is a very dangerous role, ना? कमाया जितना नहीं उतना एक फटके में जा सकता है. High risk. So even they have got sales targets, friends. So what is happening? Everyone is merging themselves into market. People ask me, what are pure finance roles available? Pure finance roles are available. They are into basically credit rating, audits, this stock broking. You will have this fundamental and technical analysis. But these roles are few. And over there you will have competition with chartered accountants. Many times I tell students that if you are taking finance and you don't have a commerce background, apart from your normal lectures, please take up a small course of basic accounting. Because those who have not done commerce find it very difficult to understand finance, because finance is nothing but one profit and loss account and one balance sheet which every company makes. You really need to understand that. I come up with wonderful queries people have. अरे वो लेफ्ट साइड में क्या आता है और राइट साइड में क्या आता है बता दो. So unless you really understand, how can you master? So my sincere advice to people who are not from a commerce background is please take up, there are small 1 or 2 months courses onto basic accounting. Learn how a financial statement is made. If you know how to make, then only you will know how to interpret. Because that is very crucial. I give you a balance sheet of the company and just to update you, if you go for ICICI Bank's interview, they do this. They will give you a profit and loss account and balance sheet, and below are 2-3 questions saying that please advise on the financial health of the company. If you are not from a proper finance background, your health goes down first. अरे बाप रे क्या पूछ रहे हैं. Then people try to just check 2-3 ratios जो सिखाए हैं वो देख calculate करके बता देते हैं. They find out debt equity ratio is so much, current ratio is so much. The interviewer says, I did not ask you to find out ratios. The worksheet says, what is your opinion on the financial health of this company? Then again, the first thing that I told people are, हे भगवान, ये पूछा नहीं था कॉलेज में कभी. So interpretation is very, very crucial. If you are going to take up any finance role, understand what is a good financial statement and what is a bad financial statement. Unfortunately, your knowledge is that profit means good and loss means bad, which is not correct. Because the next question comes, how much profit is good? ये कहाँ बताया था? So only when you understand to interpret well, then only you will be able to know what is expected as an opinion. Because when you are joining as a finance expert, be it into an analysis role, you are supposed to give an opinion. I'm not saying read the chartered accountancy books. You don't have to prepare a accounting profit and loss account and balance sheet and pass entries. But you need to know what these numbers have relevance as compared to what probably others are doing, or as compared to in which industry that particular company is. Have acumen for that. Many times I tell students that once you decide upon what you want to do, please don't confine yourself only to the academics here. Take up additional certifications. That should be done during these 2 years, not after passing your MBA. So that you can equip yourself well. If you want to get into stockbroking, do a fundamental technical analysis course. If you want to get into mutual funds and all, do an AMFI course. If you really want to get into something like corporate banking, wherein you need to analyze companies, first analyze the statements well and try and understand from people what exactly is looked at. Typically, when we put up a proposal, we as in any corporate banking setup puts up a credit proposal for approval of loan facility. It runs into 40 to 45 pages. That means imagine how much data of the company has to be taken, and what the company gives, these are our last 2 years annual report. Please give us facility. From 2 annual reports making 45 pages, you can understand how much analysis has to be done. So, lot of expertise in that domain knowledge you need to gather. At the same time, please do not take up that banks offer a good role, good pay package. Let me take a job in bank. Banks definitely offer a great pay package. Today banking, I will strongly suggest you to take up as your career, because number one, banking is the most dynamic industry that can offer a job. You are the generation who is highly impatient. I really appreciate all of you that none of you have checked your mobile for last 1 hour. My God, you are in some Gurukul or something, that means. You have already reached trance. Because notifications, app, ये तो मतलब heartbeat हो गया लोगों का. People sleep with a notification and wake up also with a notification. Alarms are old time things. दोस्त है ना, नोटिफिकेशन भेजेंगे, टिंग बजेगा तो I'll wake up. So, if that is the case, you really are focused. Because many times people are lacking focus because of these devices, friends. And I don't know how you are feeling now. Probably it's the initial setup, so there will be a lot of resentment. क्या कॉलेज है यार, मोबाइल भी नहीं अलाउड है, पहले पता दिया होता तो नहीं आते. But make habit to this, because there are companies also who are doing this. Your wonderful sites like Facebook are banned in companies. Even if you say www.facebook.com, the mail from IT comes in. First warning that you have tried logging in here. That time you face reality. अरे बाप रे, whatever I type is also reflected. मैं तो check कर रहा था access है कि नहीं. 4-5 years back, people used to ban the job sites, Naukri and Monster. Now they are open. Only Facebook is banned. Because people feel job चाहिए तो ले लो, but Facebook मत log in करो. Or WhatsApp notifications are not allowed. Forget that. I had gone for admission of my daughter in the school. When probably you also went to school, you would have seen maintain discipline, keep quiet kind of boards in the school. I was shocked to see mobile phones not allowed. That was the board everywhere on each pillar. Because सेकेंडरी में बच्चा पहुंचते ही पेरेंट्स से मोबाइल रखना, क्या बच्चा वहाँ से बोलने वाला है बहुत बोर हो रहा है यार, क्यों भेजा है अंदर, लेके जाओ मुझे आकर. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग फ्रेंड्स इज these external devices are taking away a lot of focus. If you are groomed that way that you can keep away, that is going to help you in your professional career. Because at work you should be focused. I had the opportunity to go to Shanghai. I don't know if you have come across, the Chinese people are the most productive people at workplace. Their job productivity per person is very high. You know, most of the Chinese companies don't allow cell phones at office. They go to such an extent that they don't even talk. When I was with HSBC, I went to Shanghai and Hong Kong, both the places, and I felt suffocated, like this big a floor and these many people sitting there, and there was pin drop silence. I was feeling, अरे मेरे shoes का बहुत ही आवाज आ रहा है, the way see how I am walking. And people are that way for 9 hours. I was like, oh my God, go to any of the Indian offices. अरे मैच का स्कोर क्या हुआ? अरे हो गई क्या फांसी मेमन को?
So like say, using of cell phones and all are banned. So without communication, how work is possible?
No one is asking you not to communicate for work.
But sir, right now, just now you said that in
In China,
Shanghai
I'm saying.
and all China,
But they talk
they were
on the
paid.
landline. Because on the landline only work-related phones will happen, and most of the landlines are also recorded lines. China is extreme. I'm not saying that that should happen here. It's not happening in India. Don't worry. I was coming to that ना. अपने यहाँ तो कैसे चल रहा है? सेल लगा है परसों. गए कि नहीं? See, some kind of social interaction is good. But when people see why these things have come, all rules come when experiences are there. People spend a lot of time only chatting up. I don't know if you are aware, in the IT industry, you are so closely monitored. Thankfully, that's not in the case with others. Because the measurement of work is based on the number of hours you are spending on the project. That is how you bill to your client. Whenever you win a project, you keep on reading that this company won 1,000 crores of project, this company won 500 crores of project. When they bid for the project, they say that okay, this thing needs to be done. We will require 10,000 man hours. So 10,000 man hours into whatever, $25 per hour. This will be our bill. They say okay, fine, done, given. $25 per hour is the billing rate that India follows, as compared to $65 in US. That's why we are still the preferred outsourced setup for IT work. So when this kind of commitment is done, what the project leader does, acha 10,000 hours I need to have, and I have to allocate with people. I have got 10 people in my team, so 1,000 hours each. You will work for 10 hours every day, each person. So 100 days is what I am expecting, 100 working days is what we are expecting to complete this project. I will keep 10 days more as contingency. This is the basic calculation that is done. So where is the time gap available for not working? And in the projects, the work is measurable. That becomes a problem. They are saying I am taking only 8 or 9 or 10 hours itself. I am accounting for your lunch break, your tea break, but there is nothing like a chat break, a smoke break, which also keep on coming. And then the projects get delayed, which is not good. If you join any IT company, every IT company has a auto screen lock for 3 minutes. For 3 minutes, if you are idle, there is an auto screen lock. Standby for all default computers which are logged into the system. And the moment it goes on an auto lock, a log goes out that logged out. Time stops, meter stops. IT is good and IT is bad this way. Next time when you do Ctrl+Alt+Delete and enter your password and again log in, it says last logout was at 6:10, login again is at 6:25, 15 minutes have gone. The project leaders take a log of all this. क्या कर रहे थे? First instance where people are said कि boss 3 minutes is the casual break even to chit chat here and there. No? 3 minutes you should not allow the system to log up because the log comes in. I have committed number of hours. I need to deliver this project. That's basis which we have got the project. See, because in that industry working hours are directly connected to money. In banks or other industry that they are not that way. I can go to Chakan to meet a client. It will take 2-3 hours to go and come back. They are not saying that 3 hours you didn't work. Because they know that I had gone to meet the client and I will be getting some business from them. So industry wise there are differences, there are separate things you need to be aware about. So coming to the setup is, whenever you are taking up any role, any job, especially in banking, as I said, this is the most dynamic setup. You all people are a very highly impatient generation. You get fed up soon. Don't you get fed up soon? ये नहीं मज़ा आ रहा है, वो नहीं मज़ा आ रहा है. I have come across people now saying, अरे 3 घंटे मूवी में कौन बैठेगा? अरे एंटरटेनमेंट तुम्हारे लिए चल रही है, तुम्हारे ही पैसे से, उसमें भी नहीं बैठना है. छोटा वाला देखते हैं यार, 1.5-2 घंटा is sufficient. So that's why movie length is also going down, right? Earlier movies used to be proper 3 hours. Now 2 hours 20 minutes, 2 hours 10 minutes sufficient. इतना ही entertain करो. Nothing is keeping you engaged. So if that is somehow the mindset has happened, how will a job keep you engaged? Answer to that is banking, because it offers dynamism across roles. There is so much to learn. Unfortunately, we only know that banks probably means जहाँ FD रखते हैं वो, और कभी लोन लिया तो, ये 2 ही चीज़ें करते हैं बैंक में. These are not the only 2 things that a bank does. Bank does n number of things, friends. As I mentioned before, your entire e-commerce is because of banking. Your entire import-export happens because of banking. All these forms are now on the banking platform. If you are acquiring any business valuations are done by banking. That how much money you should pay to acquire this particular business. So each and every economic activity is supported by banking. Just to give you an insight, in the next 3 years, some 3 lakh public sector bank employees are going to retire. Obviously, when they are going to retire, they will require new people. New people will not come up somewhere from up. It will be you. They will come to you. But would you like to join us? Don't feel that only private or foreign banks are paying well. Nationalized banks have revised scales for MBAs. Nationalized banks have started going to B schools. They have, if not allowed by the government, they have made separate companies under which they hire MBAs and give them pay packages in line with the industry. Banking is going to be a great job opportunity provider in the future. You are aware that this private big business houses have also applied for banking licenses. Soon you will have a Reliance and L&T and Aditya Birla and all these people also coming into banking. The reason so many people are coming into banking is because you see so many banks and branches anywhere and everywhere you go, but still there is need for more because the economic activity is at a very rapid pace. There is still room for business. That's why people are applying for licenses, because these are big business houses. Don't you think they would have done their homework before investing into such new business? That means there is immense scope, and when they will come into the market, they want you, the young talent. Always remember, for any fresh business or any fresh brand to be successful needs highly motivated people. And according to me, highly motivated people can only be freshers. Because we people are now stereotyped. We are molded. Tomorrow someone tells me you go and join Reliance Bank, I will say, Reliance में क्या होगा पता नहीं. System भी नहीं होगी. Now I have seen 4-5 banks, I know the systems. वैसी नहीं होगी तो. So I have my apprehension. You being a fresher, you don't have an apprehension. Reliance comes to you, join me, this is your salary. You will learn the system their way. You are not going to compare them with anyone. In a year's time, you will feel banking means Reliance or banking means L&T, because you are enjoying work doing there, and you will be motivated enough to take it higher because they will be paying you well as well. So I will strongly tell you that from a job perspective, 2 years down the line, when you have your degree, there will be immense banking jobs available for you. Only thing is, don't be purely focused on finance only roles. Be open to take up something like marketing finance, because this is going to be the future, and that can give you superb remuneration and you can shape up your career well. Lastly, I would like to say that organizations are waiting for you. Be employable. Don't complain at the end of the course that placements were not good in our college. You be good, that let companies find you. Let your qualities be so roaring that people will find you anyways. Then you will have ample choice. Frankly, after 2 years, if you really equip yourself with all the knowledge, let me tell you, it will be like landing at an airport. You all have landed at an airport sometime. You see a lot of people standing with those placards of names, Mr. A, Mr. B. Companies are standing with placards. Unfortunately, your names are not written on them, skill sets are written. In these 2 years, you just need to acquire that skill set so that you can match with that placard and walk with them. I'm sure all of you will do that. It will be my pleasure to come again and talk to you sometime middle of your session so that I can give you some more inputs. But promise me that you will acquire as much knowledge possible and become employable, friends. Don't rely that this college is good, that college is good, they will get me they have a good placement cell, they will get good companies, this college doesn't get, that college doesn't get. If you are good, your qualities will be spoken. Thankfully, you have people like us who are coming from outside. If we see that Indus students are good, we ourselves will come back. We will tell you that you guys are good. We want someone like you because we know you, we have seen you molding. So be employable, and at the same time, don't forget to have fun. These are the last 2 years of academic fun as well. But have focused approach and focused fun. All the very best. Thanks. Sorry, any questions anyone has? I'll be more than happy to answer. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. I'm Monica Shrivastava. My question to you, sir. Now you are saying e-commerce is based on banking, but in e-commerce, the companies sell the product and services. How we can say that it's based on the banking?
Banking platform? Don't you think that any e-commerce company has to tie up with a bank or with a payment gateway? How can you sell a product till the time people are not giving you money? See, at times, not every company gives you a cash on delivery option.
Yes, sir.
If it's a very expensive product, they will not allow you cash on delivery. You try ordering something above 5,000 rupees, they will ask you to make the payment. And make the payment, that means you need a bank platform. Because you will make it through your debit card or credit card. The bank will need its platform to be integrated with that e-commerce company so that the money reaches the right person. Because if someone comes and tells you that अच्छा आपने क्लिक तो कर दिया, अब स्टेशन के पास हमारी ब्रांच है, वहाँ जाके पैसे भर दीजिए, you will say नहीं चाहिए, फिर then I'll go to the shop and do it. You, with the another click, you want the payment also to be done, and for that, only banking is going to help you.
No.
Sorry?
No, sir.
Banking is not going to help you in this?
Sir, I think the marketing is also in use in e-commerce.
I'm not denying that at all. Marketing is definitely there in e-commerce. I'm saying banking is the platform on which e-commerce
Yes,
does.
sir.
So that means there is enough role for technology for account transfers at the bank level. Those jobs are very much available. All these companies are having accounts with all the banks. Your Snapdeal, Flipkart, they have their collection account. See, you try making the payment, they say the payment is done. Do you get to know where the money has gone? They don't tell you that money has been
Cash will
credited to
be-
so much account of so this and this bank. There's a central pooling account that has to be maintained at the bank's level. Then only their other transactions go through. They seek a confirmation from the bank that really that money has come in. Because me as Flipkart, I don't understand till the bank confirms to me that the money has come. I will not release the product till money has been received. So banks play a vital role in ensuring e-commerce. All right.
Okay, thank you,
I
sir.
have answered your question.
Yeah, sir.
So I'm not saying that banking is running e-commerce. E-commerce is running on its own. Banking is supporting entire activity. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. My name is Akshay Pandey.
Huh.
I'm from Nagpur. So you mentioned in one of the points that you hit that we are moving towards e-commerce, and in the near future we will be more advanced in e-commerce. So the banking field has also moved ahead in that. So is it that, sir, we are focusing more on a like a corporate banking segment rather than an individual segment? As traditional banking used to happen, that we had single consumers who used to make FDs in banks, and we had single consumers.
Correct.
Now moving towards e-commerce, that are we focusing more on a corporate banking sector, or the focus has shifted from a single point customer to a major group?
No,
Is
not
it
at
so?
all. Not at all. Because, in fact, thing is, this is adding focus to both. How are you as an individual doing transaction unless you have a bank support? Either you are using a debit card or a credit card, which is issued by a bank itself. That means you are maintaining account with them. So unless you are yourself a retail customer of the bank, you will not be able to enjoy these benefits. Definitely the approach is on both. And every bank has dedicated segments. All banks have two broad segments. One is corporate, one is retail. Just for your information, retail banking doesn't make the profits for the bank. It is more of service. The main profits are contributed by corporate banking. Because the retail ticket size is low, and at the same time the service cost is higher. A corporate customer, my corporate customer, never comes to the branch. If he has any issues, he calls me, I go there. But a retail customer will come to the branch. He will utilize time of my resource. He will occupy the space at my branch. He will sit there for half an hour, 50 minutes to resolve his issue. So retail focus is very much there. This kind of e-commerce will never shift focus. In fact, it is bringing the focus together. Because unless my retail customer is on banking, my e-commerce will not function. Anyone? That's it. Thank you so much. It was great being with all of you.